What's up, Chase? Indiana, how you doing? What's up, everybody? This is the after hour show. You know, after hours. I'm doing all right. Getting ready to work out, trying to be active, trying to motivate myself. Oh yeah, you on the right path, brother. You know, as long as you got that mindset, that positivity and motivation should follow. Long you're aware. You are aware. Of what you need to do. It should happen for you, brother. Shout out to you, bro. So guys, we're gonna have the late night confessions tonight, guys. Late night confessions. Drop your craziest dating confessions in the chat. Drop your craziest dating confessions in the chat. So I'm gonna do mine first. The one of my dating confessions back when I was homeless. Might be crazy to a lot of people, but I was homeless in Atlanta. I was homeless in Atlanta, and I was kicking it with my partners from Chicago, and we was having a good time. The train stopped running and stuff like that. We out here chilling, and here comes this sexy ass chick, sexy ass nobody, on a late night. And she was cool. We was kicking it, went to the store, and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, she wanted to have sex, you know. And when I tell you, bro, I did not expect that shit. I did not expect that fire, saying all that, you know. It's crazy. So, do anybody else have any late night dating confessions? Something crazy that happened on a date night. I done had plenty of those before I got married. Plenty of those, especially by me being homeless. Being homeless and then linking with a chick, like it gets crazy. You know what I'm saying? You be like, damn, like I didn't expect that shit. Yeah. So what about you? Anybody else got any late night date confessions? What's up, everybody? Let's get the likes up, man. Let's get the likes up. We got 20 people, 28 people, 28 views. 28 views, guys. Let's get the likes up, guys. You know. How many of you guys are um how many of you guys ever swam in the ocean before? Not the beach. Well, it could be the beach. We're gonna say it could be the beach. But that the bottom of the ocean is like where, because you from the beach is where you can walk. You can walk out, and then it gets where it gets deeper and deeper. Like, what's the deepest point of the ocean that you swam in? You know, anybody on here ever swam in the ocean? You know, uh, everybody, get your prejudice to the side and thumbs up the video. Get your prejudice to the side and thumbs up the video. There's a lot of people come to my channel and they they don't even give me a chance. You know, a lot of you guys don't even give me a chance. You know, Eduardo, if anybody knows about Jesus, it will be an African. It would be somebody who's of African descent. Because if you didn't know, Jesus, the story of Jesus is from Africa. You know, Egypt, Moses. So anybody else, you're Spanish, so you know, you need to go ahead and believe in Mary and get up out of here, brother. You know, believe in your Mary and just know if you believe in Jesus, you believe in a black man. You know, a black. You know, what I'm saying Jesus created black people first, bro. We're the oldest people. We're the oldest people. No, you can't, cause I don't fuck with Spanish people. You can't introduce me to shit, cause I don't fuck with Mexicans. I don't fuck with Spanish people. You know, I support ICE and all that shit. You can't introduce me to Jesus, motherfucker. How about that? Motherfucker named Eduardo. Who gives you the right to think you could talk to a black person like that? Get the fuck up out of here, homie. Get the fuck up out of here with that BS. Ah, it's funny. It's funny how people come and try to tell somebody you need Jesus when you know Moses was married. Moses, if you know about the Bible, you know that most of the Bible, the people in the Bible are Africans. You know, from Africa and water. You know, Moses' wife was Ethiopian. You can Google it. Google it. I bet you you'd be surprised about that, huh? Moses' wife was Ethiopian, of Ethiopian descent. How about that? Guys, feel free to leave comments. You know, feel free to leave comments. Eduardo, you can Google it. Matter of fact, let me do it for you. What was the race of the Bible's Moses' wife?
The Bible describes Moses' wife as a Cushite. which is generally understood to mean a black African woman from the region of Kush, which is modern-day Sudan or Ethiopia. Some believe this refers to Zipporah, while others suggest it was a different woman, reinforcing the idea that she was black.
A black African, a black African, bro. Black African. It's not nonsense. So you don't even know who Jesus is, bro. You don't know nothing about the Bible. You thinking the Bible is a Mexican. You probably think Jesus is Mexican, and he's not. He didn't even know that. You didn't even know that that Moses' wife, the guy who was on a boat after God destroyed everything. Moses' wife and his kids were black, bro. Yeah, Moses' wife was African. Eduardo, I just looked it up for you. It's right here. That's crazy. So many people. It's so many racist people in America. It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense how many racist people we got in America today. You know. How many of you guys ever swam in the ocean? I'm gonna ask you again. How many of you guys ever swam in the ocean? What's up, Rene Castro? How you doing? You swam in the ocean. How deep was the ocean floor at the point where you was in the ocean swimming? Like, cause I know you couldn't have swam in the middle of the ocean, but there's still parts of the ocean that's pretty deep. You know, how deep was the ocean floor at the point where you was swimming at? Oh, not that deep. Not that deep. Yeah, I never. I've been to the ocean myself. Um, I swam. I used to boogie board in California. In San Diego. I'd have been in the ocean, but I never been in the like my dad was in the Navy. Like that'll be a good question to ask my father. Actually, you know. But yeah. What is the scariest thing in the ocean? Can you imagine being in the middle of the ocean and you cannot see what's under you? What would be the scariest thing that you think could come and brush past you or grab you and take you under the ocean? Anybody? Anybody got any fears of ocean animals besides sharks? Everybody want to go to sharks. You know, different animal than a shark. Now we got to do a different one. Everybody will be terrified of a shark. Everybody will be terrified of a shark, including myself. But can we think of any other different type of animals that's in the ocean? You know, that's huge. I'm gonna tell you one of mine. Like I'm terrified of giant squids and octopus. I'm absolutely terrified of anything that has legs, 8 legs, 10 legs. I'm terrified of it. So it will have to be, if I'm in the ocean, in the middle of the ocean, swimming, I'm just floating. I probably got a little life thing I'm holding on to, but my whole body is in the ocean, and you cannot. And the ocean, there's life under you in the ocean. What would you be terrified of that would could grab you? I would think of octopus. Because I don't like octopus. I don't. I like them as creatures, marine animals. Giant squids. You know, and they also have jellyfish. They also have jellyfish that are different because, like in California, like I got stung by jellyfish before. But I'm not talking about those type of jellyfish. I'm talking about the jellyfish that has so much poison, and when it shocks you with the tentacles, it can kill you. You know. Yes, Johnny Depp. I have seen Jaws. I have seen Jaws. Definitely have seen Jaws. That's one of the most natural things that you would think of. That if you were in the ocean, 9 times out of 10, since sharks are basically predators, sharks are curious animals. Like, even if you're just floating up there at the top, the shark is always looking for food. He probably get curious and, try to see what the fuck is that floating in the water. So sharks are on my sharks are definitely on my list. Sharks are definitely on my list. Yeah, yeah. Jaws was a good movie. They actually had a bunch of Jaws that came out. A lot of them. I don't think I seen Dirty Harry. You know, I don't think people actually understand how big, how deep and how big the ocean is. You know, like the exploring the ocean is like humans trying to explore space. You know, they ain't discovered every creature in the ocean. There's new animals in the ocean. That's it's just like back in dinosaurs when we had dinosaurs. They had humongous dinosaur type of fish that were huge with teeth. They got teeth. They ready to bite you. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that at any time, there could be a new creature in the ocean, and just so surprisingly, we're stranded in the middle of the fucking ocean. The boat that sank, and we're holding on with things that are floating from the boat. We're just out there in the water, hoping that another boat comes through and see us before the ocean takes us alive. Randy Castro said he stayed 20 minutes away from the ocean. He stayed in San Pedro, California, by the port. Yeah, I stayed in San Diego myself. I stayed in San Diego when I was like 14. I stayed there for like 3 or 4 years, 14 to like 17, 13 to 17 or something like that. And yeah, the beaches was pretty close. The beaches was pretty close when I stayed in Cali. You know, um, that's where I got stung by the jellyfish. I was young then, guys. I was young. I was a young teenager. Barely a teenager actually. I remember those days, guys. No, without a worry in the world. You know. Um. Now I'm an old fart. I'm an old fart, used up. I've been used and abused, guys. Used and abused. I'm an old fart. Yep. I remember those. Those was days. Good days. Um. No worries. No bills. Um. Yeah. Yeah. California. California is one of those places. If you never been, you will probably fall in love with Cali. Like California is beautiful. California is fucking beautiful, man. Like yeah, Mexico. Like I stayed in Chula Vista. I stayed in Chula Vista in Cali on Orange Avenue. I went to Castle Park High School. I went to Castle Park Middle School too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cali was a dope place, man. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. That'll be dope to go on that bridge. I don't know what bridge you're talking about. I can't even imagine it. Yeah, I can't even imagine it actually. Right, right, right. Yeah, that ocean water, man. The ocean is one of the powerfulest things on earth besides the air. It all plays a part. So guys, we're about to go to creepy stories, guys. We're about to go to creepy stories. If anybody got any creepy stories, anybody want to support the channel with super chats and gifts, now's the time. We about to go to creepy stories. Have anybody had any paranormal things that ever happened to them? If anybody have anybody ever had any paranormal things that ever happened to you? You know, if you guys want to, I will share my paranormal experience first. You know, I will share my paranormal experience first. So, guys, think of paranormal. Think if you ever had any unexplained thing that happened to you. So, let's get to mine. So, I think I'm like maybe like 12, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old. I don't remember the exact age I was, but I remember that I was young enough to be jumping in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Well, really, a 10-year-old jumping in the bed is kind of wild, so maybe I was younger than that, you know. But I was at my grandparents' house. I was at my grandparents' house, and me and my cousin them, we were jumping in the bed in Memphis. We were jumping in the bed, and if you know, so I was in my brother's room, my uncle's. I was in my uncle's room, and they got a bed on one side and a bed on the other side. Um, uh, they got bed. They got a bed. Like, so say for instance, like this is the bed. This is a bed, and you walk into the room, and it's pushed back towards the back wall. So my brother, both of my uncles had a bed, and then the window was in the middle, and we're jumping on the bed back and forth and shit. And so I look, and so when you go in the room, there's a closet. It's not a closet with a door. The closet doesn't have a door. It never, ever since I can remember, that closet never had a door. It's a big space, bigger than your average closet, where you hang your coats up and shit. I think they had a pull. I think back in the day when my granddaddy first got the crib, they had a pull thing where you pull it and it opens. And so it was a bunch of dirty clothes and shit piled up in there and shit. Cause my uncle then was ratchet. It was a little ratchet, And what happened was I seen, well, it was dark. We jumping in the bed playing. I seen two of the most evilest red eyes, guys. They look like something. It looked like you could feel the hatred coming off these eyes. It was like it was two red eyes that popped up in the closet while we jumping in the bed. And I'm the only one who's seen the shit, because that shit scared the fuck out of me. And I hopped up and I ran, you hear me? Like the eyes was red, and you could see the evil. Like it wasn't no Holy Ghost eyes. It wasn't, you didn't feel the love in those eyes or nothing. You felt I felt uh pure bad energy from those eyes that I seen in the closet. And nobody believed me, bro. Nobody believed I seen that shit. And I did. What's up, Earl? How you doing? Yeah, nobody believed I seen that shit, and I did. I seen that shit. A bunch of things used to happen to me. Anybody else got any type of stories? That if you told somebody else, that they never believed you. You know. So since nobody wants to participate, I'm gonna continue just talking about experiences that I had that was creepy. A lot of people, I could play. I'm one of those type of people who can, like, I'm used to being alone. I'm used to people not fucking with me like that. I'm used to not being the popular dude. So I just spent the majority of my life with myself. So it's cool if people don't want to come in and shit. It's all good. Um, so another thing, I was in Louisiana, and I used to have this crazy dream. No, we go no. Okay, we'll tell the Louisiana one first. Cause my mom's from Memphis, my dad's from Louisiana. My dad's side of the family from Louisiana. My mom's side from Memphis. You know, and that little hamburger helper dude, the glove. The hamburger helper glove. I used to have night terrors about this motherfucker. You hear me? The glove, the cartoon, the glove with the red nose. Yeah, I used to have night terrors about that little hamburger helper motherfucker. It's like I'll be dreaming, and then I'll be in a house or something, chilling in my dream. And next thing you know, I'm by myself. And the motherfucking hamburger helper glove, it'll be walking. That motherfucker just be walking on the gloves. That shit used to scare the fuck out of me. You hear me? In my dreams. That motherfucker just be walking. And then he got a mouth and a nose and he got the eyes too. That shit's spooky as fuck. You hear me? It's just a fucking glove. And what it would do is it would chase me. No matter where I seen that motherfucker at. The glove would I'd have had multiple dreams back in the day when I was a kid of the hamburger helper predator. Yeah, cause he was a predator, cause that motherfucker used to motherfucking try to attack me. The glove. Yeah, and what he would do, what the glove would do, he would tickle me to death. Literally. Like, can you imagine the glove on the hamburger helper box in your dreams, and you just chilling? It's dark, you watching TV, and you see the glove, and he's standing on the counter. Just like this, the glove. Standing on the counter like this. With the nose, the mouth, and the eyes. And he looks at you, and then he hops down off the counter on the floor, and then you don't know where this motherfucker at, and he keeps popping up in different places, and then he tickles the fuck out of you. I'm talking about how fucking, I don't know, I had some crazy nightmares, bro. I had some crazy nightmares, you hear me? I'm gonna tell you one of the nightmares I used to have, guys. We didn't talked about the red eyes I seen in the closet that nobody that never believed me about. You know, the demon eyes. And then I used to have this dream. I used to have this dream, guys, and I don't know why I had this dream. Why like where did I even see this shit at to even have this dream? And then like so this one dream, the next dream I used to have a dream that used to that they every time I have it, it wakes me the fuck up. It wakes me up every time. So in this dream, It was like we had a house that was in the sky. We had a house that was in the sky above the clouds. And there was a stool that used to just sit up there in front of the door when you open the door. And it was off the door where you had to hop on the stool, sit down. And then my mom would tell me to go put my shoes on and tie my shoes on the stool. And every time I would get on that fucking stool, I would fall. And then it'll whistle. It's like you know how a cartoon when you fall, you can hear that whistling sound like you getting close to the ground and shit. And then I wake up. I remember I would have consistent dreams like that. You know, anybody else got anything they want to share? Anybody else got anything else they want to share? You know, everybody quiet in the chat. It seemed like when I'm at work, it seemed like when I'm at work and I got money and shit, you know, it seemed like y'all, you know, people show more love for whatever reason, you know. So, you know, it seemed like people comment more and really be rocking with my shit when they see me at work when I'm alive and shit like that. You know, I don't know what's going on with you know, YouTube is weird. The people on YouTube are weird. They like what they like, you know. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bag this. That's what I'm saying. Hey, bag this. You see exactly what I'm saying. Like what happens is YouTube pushes the video as soon as I go live. And so right now we got 5 people in here, right? So now we got 3. So that means we had 5, now we only got 3 in here. But that number goes up and down, up and down. But in the beginning of the video, we had 28 people in here at one time. Then it went to 12. So I know based off my facial appearance about what people see when they first turn on the live screen that I'm not doing nothing to get them hooked in. So they leave. Yeah, they leave. And it's crazy, you know. Yeah. A lot of people don't. A lot of people just keep it moving. Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do. But bag this. I'm blessed, bag this. I'm blessed. You hear me? Like, and a lot of people don't know me. You know, a lot of people like I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you on live. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bad dude. You know, I go to work. I got a nice ass. I got a nice ass SUV outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, but people never see me flexing. That's the issue, bag this. People never see me flexing. But as soon as I start flexing on people, then people want to leave comments. People want to leave likes and shit. They just think that I'm broke. You see, when people see me and I'm not flexing, a lot of people just think I'm broke and I'm trying to beg and shit like that. But they don't. But they never seen. A lot of people never seen me go live in my truck. You know, you never seen me go live at work. A lot of you guys are new. You never seen me like going to work. Like I work 11, 12 hours a day. Sometimes I work longer than that. You hear me? 16, 17 hours. and then get up in the next morning and go to work and go live again. See, a lot of y'all ain't seen that. Yeah, and a lot of people, they just look at me and be like, they'll look at my ears, look at my head, and be like, look at this motherfucker. You know, look at this dude. This another black dude, lame. They just leave. That's it. That's what it is. But it's cool. It's cool because I'm gonna start flexing on y'all motherfuckers again. I hate to do it like that. I hate that it takes that to get y'all attention. It takes flexing on YouTube to get people's attention. Flexing $1,000. If I even had $500 in tens, and then I start flexing, people will send me super chats and shit. But when I'm just sitting here talking, trying to talk to people, I don't get no support. So I guess I need to go get me 8 gold teeth. I need to go get me 16 solid gold teeth in my mouth for people to fucking goddamn support a motherfucker. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. You got and now I see why black people say you gotta fake it till you make it. That's crazy. You gotta fake it till you make it. That's crazy. You gotta flex. A black person gotta flex on somebody for them to support the channel. Yeah, and it does bag this. And it does. You gotta flex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to start flexing on y'all motherfuckers. I hate to say that. I'm about to show you how I'm doing better than a lot of you. A lot of you guys online who don't like my shit and you guys are haters. I'm gonna start flexing on you and showing you that I'm doing a lot better than you. Cause a lot of people see me sitting on my sofa in my living room, not at work or some shit, and they be like, "Oh man, this nigga right here." But as soon as I start flexing on you, I'm getting hundreds of dollars of super chats every day. Like I done did a study. Like I don't have 4,000 subscribers for no reason, guys. I don't have 4,000. I don't have 4,000 subscribers for no reason. I'm studying. I'm still learning. I'm in the process. And I noticed that okay, when I'm at work every day and I'm already making money, and you guys see me in my car, my work uniform, you see me in different places, I'm making a lot more money on YouTube. But then I see when I take a break from work and I'm chilling, because I'm married and I got cash saved up and my wife got cash, and y'all see me just in one spot, y'all start speculating. Oh, this nigga, yeah, I'm about to flex on y'all motherfuckers, bro. I'm about to start flexing on everybody. Fuck it. We about to turn this bitch up and this bitch watch. Watch how Rowdy bag this. Watch how Rowdy give it another week or two. I'm gonna start posting lives from in my car. And watch how rowdy people get when they see me doing my thing. And watch how many comments I start getting this shit. It's like, damn, y'all can't even fuck with a brother one-on-one. I gotta be flexing in my nice car on y'all motherfuckers for y'all to fuck with me. For y'all to send a super chat, I gotta be flexing on you. That's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, I seen my channel go from one spot to another spot. I changed some on my channel and it switched. But I got you. I got something for you. Y'all want to see the fire. Y'all want to see the license to carry, huh? Y'all want to see the pistols. You want to see the AR-15s and shit, huh? You know. You want to see the homes I buy. You know. You want to see my car. You know. All right, I got you. I'm gonna give you motherfuckers exactly what the fuck you want. I'm gonna give you that bullshit. Since nobody wants to respect a black man, just hear himself trying to talk to you every day, and y'all want to see a black man flexing and shit that gets you off, I'm gonna give y'all what the fuck y'all want. Just like Jay-Z said, this is the ignorant, I got the ignorant shit you want. That fuck shit ass bitch trick, what's up? I got the ignorant shit you need. Yeah, I'm gonna give you exactly what the fuck you want, bitch. For all you haters, nigga. All you haters. Everybody, y'all hate black people, bro. It's crazy. And you do. Y'all only want to see a motherfucker flexing on y'all. That's it. Yeah, they're fiending for it, bro. Fiending for it. I got something for you. I'm gonna give you exactly what you want. That's why I'm not going live. If you guys notice, got down my content because I'm doing this for my audience, you know. And at first, I was pumping a lot more content because my audience was rocking with me. Now, if you notice, I only go live one time a day. Sometimes I might not even go live because I'm getting ready to flex on you motherfuckers. Getting ready to flex. How about that? Mm-hmm. I'm about to switch it up on you. You know, like I told you, in the state I live in, minimum wage, minimum wage is $19 an hour. And I know a lot of states in this country, minimum wage still is $7.25. But where I'm at, minimum wage is $19.25. It's like 19 some dollars an hour. So my regular job, I'm gonna pull in 30 easy. And I'm not doing as much work as you motherfuckers be doing. I'm about to flex on you bitches. It's crazy. Hey, I'm just saying, motherfuckers can't even like the video. When they see me in my car and shit, and I'm smoking fat blunts on the job, I'm getting hella likes. Likes, hella likes. I'm just sitting here, no likes. We got 10 people watching right now with one like, guys. I got over 4,000. I'm gonna tell you how much people hate black people. I got over 4,000 subscribers, bro. I'm monetized. We've been on live. It's been people on my live ever since 2 minutes in. We've been in here 50 minutes. And 99% because we got one like are haters. 99% of you guys are haters because we only got one like from Bag This. Everybody else, all you dudes are haters. That's crazy. That's crazy how many people hate on a brother, bro. You know, you hate on a regular brother. You hear me? You want to see a brother doing something crazy. You hear me? We've been on here 50 minutes. We done had over 100, 200 people to view this live, and we only got one like. That's crazy. One like. It's just crazy that the odds, the Moonlight Spartan, the odds of that. Like right now, we got 12 people looking. Only one like. Beyonce Gonzalez, who said, you see what I'm saying, guys? You see what I'm saying? Back this. Who said I didn't have a job? Who said who said I didn't have a job, troll? Stop trolling, Beyonce. Who said I didn't have a job? Who said who said I got a whole SUV, bro? A new one too. That y'all ain't never a lot of y'all probably ain't even seen it yet. I got a whole new SUV. I got a bank account. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? I got a home. Who said I didn't have a job? So if you're live streaming at 1 o'clock at night, it's 1 o'clock where I'm at. I don't have a job. I'm old. I went to sleep like at 8 o'clock, and I went to sleep for like 4 hours, and I woke up and went live. Like I don't sleep like you. I don't go to sleep and then wake up and go to work. I'll go to sleep, wake up, play my PlayStation, then go to work. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy though, guys. No, thanks for everybody who just like, bro. Thanks for everybody who just like, bro. Cause it don't cost a dime to show love, bro. Like I said, we've been in here for over 50 minutes with as many people as I done had on this live, bro. I'm just saying, if I was a little white girl or Brad or a Mexican dude, an Indian or anybody else, and I've been in here for 50 minutes, we'll have over 30 likes by now. You know, that just goes to show that God has favor. You hear me? God has fucking favor, bro, on people like me. You hear me? For most people, so you know what that tells me. You know, that tells me that most people who I see in real life is not gonna like me. And that's absolutely fine, guys. You know, just sad that people hate so much. You know, you hate for whatever reason it is. Man, I ain't liking this motherfucker page. Fuck him. You know, so I know that you guys, most of you guys are real people. You're real people. You know, so I'm like, damn, if real people, you know, they not even showing their face. So people who's in my face, a lot of people gonna act like they like me, but don't. But that's fine. At least I'm aware and I love myself. Who said I had gingivitis? That's crazy. If I like the real chocolate diamond, if I like will you stop complaining? No, you don't gotta like, because I know how to get likes. I already told you. Only thing I gotta do is just start flexing on y'all motherfuckers. And that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm about to start flexing on y'all. Cause that's how you get the money on YouTube. So in the next couple days, I will be flexing on everybody. You know. How about that? Showing you how I'm better than you. You know, since that's what y'all like. Y'all like that ignorant shit. So I'm gonna be flexing. Yeah, you ain't gotta like. I ain't begging the motherfucker to like shit. You know, I wanna rock with the people who actually like genuinely fuck with me. If you don't genuinely fuck with me, then fuck you. You know, if you don't generally rock with me, fuck you. Hey guys, how many people? Beyonce said, "Why are you monetizing on YouTube?" How many people you know with one source of income? How many people you know work two jobs? That's just like asking somebody. That's just like asking somebody, why you working two jobs? Like, why you own the vending machine? Like, why do you have a job and you own seven vending machines? You know, then you got some ATMs. That don't even make sense. That don't even Beyonce, you a raggedy hoe, Beyonce. No, but the thing about it is, like, come on, bro, like, how else are you gonna make a living if you only have one source of income? I mean, it doesn't make sense. So, say for instance, you're making what 3,500 off your job a month, and then off YouTube, you might be making $1,000, an extra thousand. Who's gonna turn that down? He a bum. He has nothing to show. He a bum. He has nothing to show. Yeah. First of all, honey. First of all, honey. Hold on. I ain't got nothing to show. You know. How about that? Laptop, food in the refrigerator. My best friend, Mr. Pineapple. I ain't got nothing to show. Okay. I'm broke, huh? I'm gonna start flexing on y'all stupid bitches. Y'all dumb, nigga. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got the keys right here, nigga. Yeah, yeah. Fuck you, man, nigga. How about that? Doing alright? Doing alright?
Yeah, you.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I guess I gotta flex on bitch ass niggas. Since nobody don't want to fuck with me just to fuck with me. You know, I gotta flex on stupid ass YouTube people. You gotta flex on YouTube people. That's crazy. I ain't on E. Don't get it twisted. It's talking about no gas. And you want to know something? It don't even cost much to fill my car up. It doesn't cost much. It costs like $40. You know, cause I'm a smart. I know about cars. You know what I'm saying? It costs about $40 to fill my tank up. Dumb motherfucker. You dumbass bitch. Fuck you, man, nigga. Yeah. A lot of y'all haters, bro. A lot of y'all motherfuckers on YouTube some haters. You hear me? Oh, appreciate you. You see what I'm saying? Hey, bag this. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Did I tell you you gotta flex on people to get money on YouTube? Then I tell you, bag this. Then we just say that you gotta flex on people to get money on YouTube. When I'm sitting in the crib, not flexing, I'm not getting no money. But as soon as I start flexing, go buy some gold teeth, some diamonds in my ear, now people want to fuck with me. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. That's fucking insane. That's insane. And it snowed. It snowed here where I'm at, so I'm not going to work tomorrow. You don't see this shit? The fuck up out of here. My windows got ice on it, nigga. I'm not going to work in this shit. The fuck you mean? I'm doing, hey, who doing bad? Yo? Hey, who fucked up? Yeah. Yeah, I was going to go to work tomorrow. I'm not going to work, goddamn, in this weather, nigga. Fuck you, man. I ain't going to work tomorrow. Shit, fuck that. All, all the real chocolate. I'm sexy now, huh, baby? I'm sexy now, huh? Yeah, yeah. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, man. I'm sexy now, huh, baby? Huh? 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 I'm sexy. You want daddy now, huh? Yeah. The fuck you mean? You can't judge a book by its cover? You can't judge a book by its cover, baby. I'm telling these, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Well, Beyonce Gomez, I'm almost 40 years old. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm glad that I still have my teeth, young lady. I'm glad I still have my teeth to eat, young lady, young disrespectful Gen Z. How about that? How about them apples? Thank the Lord. I still got my teeth, motherfucker. Yeah, real chocolate talking about that was free credit. That wasn't no motherfucking free credit. That wasn't no motherfucking free credit. Real chocolate. You know, be real. Be real. Talking about Unc updated. No, I ain't updated. I ain't never changed. I always had me, bro. I keep money, bro. Bro, I got kids, bro. I keep money, homie. Fuck you, man. I got 3 babies. The fuck y'all talking about? Yep, I'm out here in my shorts and my car, nigga. It's about 15 degrees, 10 degrees out this bitch. It's about 10 degrees outside, nigga. I'm in my car, chilling, full of it, full of the marijuana. Almost 40 years old. I got all my teeth. I can eat still. Thank the Lord, I can eat. That's crazy how y'all talk about real people on YouTube. You know, you talking about that's Lord's Day. How can you talk about the Lord and then you say I ain't got that much time left? That's crazy. You know, I'm just gonna sit here warm, get this ice. I'm deep thawing the windows. I'm gonna get this ice off my windows and I'm gonna go back in the crib. You know, get this ice off my windows and I'm gonna go back in the crib. You see the ice already coming off. You can see the front. You can see some daylight right there. Look, you can see some daylight. You can see a little daylight. It's gonna get off. It's alright. Oh, I'm sorry, Marble. It's okay, Marble. It's cool. You know. Thank you for being supportive of the channel, Marble. Oh, look at it. It's coming off, y'all. Look, look, look. It's falling off. The ice falling off. The ice falling off. Look at that. Look at that. The ice falling off. Thanks for subbing and liking. Appreciate you, Marvel.
Invalid credential. Invalid credential.
invalid credential.
Anybody else want to support the channel? Anybody else want to support the channel? Super chats and gifts, guys. Anybody want to send a super chat or a gift?